it. There it is.
Good morning again, viewers, and here we are near the Doyle Fish Cafe, and I promised you the story of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, guys, is Sydney's famous landmark built for Australians, made by Australians for Australians. Now, the history of the bridge. Now, Dr. J.J.C. Bradfield had chosen a different bridge path. He had chosen an arch bridge. Now, work on this bridge began in September 1926.
That's right.
And it took 6 years to build. Now, this is the southern approach there, which you can see, and the northern approach, which is near Milton's Point Station. So there, that's the north. That's the southern approach and the northern approach. And you can see a couple of choppers flying overhead there. And here now it's Steve. Good morning again.
Good morning, Barry. That's what you get when you do live reporting, Barry. You get choppers flying overhead, interrupting your very excellent introduction there, Barry.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Keep going, Barry. I'm very interested in the history of the bridge.
So, firstly, the foundations for the bridge. So, if a building is constructed, the foundations must be laid. Here's my Alzheimer.
That's right. I think they did one side first. Barry did the other. Yeah, they built the pylons on one side first,
And then the other.
and then the other, and then they completed the span. 6 years, you say it took.
Yep, and then the first to be built was the arch. Now, creeper cranes were used on the arch.
Creeper crane.
Creeper.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the first to be built after the northern and southern pylons were completed. Now, the southern approaches to the bridge were completed in late 1928, and by early 1929, the main erection of the bridge started to take shape. Now, there were fabrication workshops near where Luna Park and the Olympic pool
Oh, yeah.
now stand.
Okay.
So Luna Park is over there on the northern side, and you've got Dawes Point, which is over here. Here's my offside.
That's right. I didn't know that's what. Is that where they did all the fabrication then, Barry, for the
steel work.
for the steel works? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Very interesting.
So we are by 1930. The arch was only a few meters apart.
Okay.
And so, and then it was time for the deck level to be constructed too. Now, sadly enough, there were deaths whilst building this iconic bridge.
Were there?
Yeah, there were. So there was no safety harnesses, just hats and things like that.
That's right, Barry. Yeah.
And when building anything such as the bridge, okay, safety had to come first, but it didn't. Here's my
It's
offside.
amazing, isn't it? What we did in the years gone by, Barry, that, you know, without all the safety precautions that we have in place today, you wonder if it would have ever got built.
Now, by 10 p.m. on the 19th of August, 1930, the two halves of the arch were complete, and there was a big celebration.
I bet there was.
And then the construction of the deck, which is the roadway for the railway and the tramway, was constructed. Is my offside.
Right, okay, so they built the archway, yeah, joined the archways, and then they must have lowered all the supporting pieces for the roadway, Barry, did they? And was it originally built as a road or a railway?
Well, all of it.
It was both, was it?
So that's the railway on the left side,
Yeah.
and then the roadway.
Was that how it was originally always built?
Yes.
Yes. Ah, okay.
And there's another chopper flying overhead.
I think it's the same one, going round and round.
A lot of people riding in a chopper over the bridge.
Yeah, could be.
By 1932, the bridge was open.
Oh, was it? Yeah, just 6 years later.
Yeah.
Wow. It's quite an engineering feat, isn't it, in 6 years, with the technology they had in 1926. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you have ever caught the train from Circular Quay Station, okay, the train will come up onto the deck and stop at North Sydney Station.
That's right.
So, the Harbour Bridge was opened on Saturday, the 19th of March, 1932, and there were 2-week celebrations.
Was it really?
There was. But unfortunately, there was a man called Francis de Groot who slashed the ribbon with his sword and said, "I declare the bridge open." And he was fined £5 for doing it.
Was he really? Was he really? Was he not meant to open it then?
Well, Premier Jack Lang, okay, opened the bridge.
Oh, right. Okay. So there was an intruder who forced his way in and slashed the ribbon with a sword.
Yep, he went.
And his name was Francis de Groot.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I never knew that. And that was all on the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How interesting, Barry. And he was fined £5, so.
£5.
£5, which is probably about £50,000 today.
Yeah.
Wow. How interesting, Barry.
So,
He gate crashed it.
so the ribbon was tied together again.
Is that what they did? Yeah.
And there's that chopper up there.
Yeah.
What chopper was it?
I don't know, but it's got a camera on the front. It's got a big camera on the front.
A news
So it must be a news channel. And there goes the Manly Ferry.
So the Harbour Bridge, right, in Sydney, one of Sydney's most famous landmarks. Here's my offside.
That's right. I think you should turn around, Barry, and give the viewers a good look at it. So, you know, get you in your chair. So just turn yourself around.
Right.
Yep.
Let's show you our iconic bridge.
Let's do that, Barry. You do that in your chair. And just get it in the background. So you can see a beautiful Sydney Cove, round the cove. That's it, need to come this way a bit, Barry.
Is that right?
Yeah, more towards me. More towards me. Yeah, and there you go. Should have the bridge there beautifully in your background. Yeah, it's a bit bright with the sun, but that's a beautiful view.
And look at that. And we hope that you've enjoyed our story on the Harbour Bridge. Here's my answer.
Well, I've certainly learnt plenty. I didn't know about Francis de Groot, and I'm never going to forget that now, Barry.
And just to give you an idea of where the parts came from, parts for the bridge came from Scotland and all over the world. And over here, viewers, is the rocks. Look at that.
Yep, Sydney Cove. I'll tell you what is surprising though, Barry. All the restaurants are closed, look. And it's usually full of people.
And look at that. Usually there are crowds of people over here having their lunch. But unfortunately today, it's like a ghost town here. So also over here is pancakes on the rocks. Now, so we do hope that you've enjoyed hearing about the iconic Sydney Harbour Bridge. Here's my offside.
That's right, I'm sure there'll be more to come, but from now and the bridge, I think that's goodbye from the bridge, isn't it?
Well,
and we'll catch you around lunchtime.
And we'll catch you around lunchtime. But remember, before we go, if you have any rubbish, dispose of it in the bin provided. Don't be a tussle and go.
No tossing.
Here's my upside.
No tossing. Listen to Barry. Okay, Buzz?
And that's all from the bridge. I'm Barry Beer, and we'll see you at lunchtime. Let's go and see what there is.
Absolutely.